welcome to another Disney reading. Today we have Disney's Peter Pan, Tinker Bell's Bedtime Story, which is showing as December 12th. Shove over! No, you shove over! The raccoon twins were at it again. Peter Pan knew the bickering wouldn't stop until one of the boys had pushed the other out of the hammock. Hey, Cubby yelled. The twins had tumbled out and landed right on top of the bare-suited boy. Peter sighed. Every evening had ended like this ever since Wendy left. As the tussle grew, Peter had an idea. He went to look for Tinker Bell. Say, Tink, Peter said when he found her. How do you like to be the new mother to all of us boys? Tink looked at Peter as if he was crazy. Come on, Peter said. You've seen the guys since Wendy left. They're fighting something awful. They need someone to tuck them in at night and tell them a bedtime story. Tink was silent for a moment. I guess I could ask Wendy to come back, Peter said, looking at Tinker Bell slyly. That did it. The last thing Tink wanted was for Wendy to return. The little fairy flew into the hideout and shook a finger at the Lost Boys. Gosh, Tink, what is it? Slightly sat up, straightening his fox ears. Tink is going to tell us a bedtime story, said Peter. The boys settled down. Go ahead, Tink, Peter smiled, as his plan was working perfectly. Tink sat down and crossed her arms over her chest. She began to jingle. Once upon a time, Peter translated, there was a beautiful fairy who, against her better judgment, lived with a pack of dirty and unruly silly boys. And the dirtiest and unruliest and silliest of them all was Peter Hey! Peter interrupted his translation. That's not nice, Tink. Tinker Bell jingled spitefully at him. Okay, Peter said with a sigh. I know it's your story. Go ahead. Tink continued and Peter translated. One day, as the lovely Tinker Bell was minding her own business, the very smelly and unpleasant Peter Pan, Tink, asked her to tell a bedtime story. Well, Tinker Bell didn't know any bedtime stories, so she went to fetch Captain Hook, so he could tell one. With that, Tinker Bell flew out of the window. Tink, Tink, come back, Peter cried. Tinker Bell returned and hovered in the window, jingling with laughter. That was a dirty trick, Peter scolded. And besides, that's no way to tell a bedtime story. He sat down next to the boy's bed. You have to do it like Wendy did, like this. Now it was Tink's turn to smile. While Peter told a bedtime story and the Lost Boys drifted off to sleep, Tink curled up in her own little bed and closed her eyes. Her plan had worked perfectly. So guys, if you enjoyed that story, click like. If you'd like to see more, click subscribe. And the next story is going to be Disney's Pinocchio, The Greatest Gift. So guys, I'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.